who's playing quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers next year?
Aaron Rodgers, and I can't wait for you to have to. I just can't fucking wait for it, DK. Like it is, because I'm a new father. I'm looking forward to my son's first words, his first steps, all of that shit. But the thing that I'm looking forward to, almost right up there with it, is you having to root for the Pittsburgh Steelers with Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback,
Yeah,
or
but I already told
not,
you I'm just not
or
going
or,
to.
or not doing that and airing your spousal grievances right here on the podcast, which will just be great.
I'm gonna hate them just like I. Well, the thing is, it's not like I hated the Jets. You know what I mean? Last season, like it's not like I hated the Jets,
No,
but I enjoyed
enjoy the
seeing Aaron
Steelers.
Rodgers fail.
Yeah.
I will create an acrimonious environment in my home life in order to continue to watch Aaron Rodgers fail because I'm about that life when it comes to dudes I hate in sports. So,
I know you are.
and honestly, I think my wife will understand. I think she's gonna be like, yeah, I get it. And I am. I'm going to be fucking insufferable about it. I'm going to pray for his demise. And the Bears are playing the Steelers next year. That's the crazy part. Like, it's all just falling right into place.
Before we
for
get
content
into
purposes.
the NBA, let's just say that now this is a very big hypothetical, but let's just say it's Pittsburgh versus Philly in the Super Bowl. Are you rooting for Philly?
I might get. You're saying Aaron Rodgers just made it back?
Yeah,
has made it back and could potentially win a second Super Bowl?
I'm saying he's the reason that the Steelers get to the Super Bowl and he plays well in it. And now what if if they win, that's a franchise keep telling me is the best, the standard in the NFL. And now they have 7 rings. And it's because of Aaron Rodgers.
If Aaron Rodgers makes it to the Super Bowl and even has a chance at winning a second one, the sad part's going to be you're not going to know my reaction because I've already committed suicide. I've already the AFC Championship game. I've already done it like samurai style in my bedroom because I just can't witness that again. And I had already decided that he was never going to be a Super Bowl champion ever again, and I was going to be able to talk shit about his career because of that. And I really just had settled into that. Like that was going to be my twilight years. Is just downplaying Aaron Rodgers' contribution to the National Football League. So if he is able to do that, especially with the Steelers, and like Leah's happy about it, like she's not even being like supportive emotionally on my journey. She's just pumped her team won a Super Bowl. I don't know, man. You just wished some real evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Like that would be pretty tough. That would be tough. And I feel like you want that to happen. That's some sick shit, Mike. That's some sick shit, bro.
It's not what I want to happen, but that would be a good second place scenario for me to see. You have to just rationalize that on air with me. You know, I live for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that at all. I hope that doesn't happen. And that is me saying, hey, I don't want my wife's team to do good if Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback. And that's true. But you know what? We've actually been through this before. Because when we met, Ben Roethlisberger was their quarterback. And I was like, that dude's a rapist. I don't like him. And she was like, to be fair, she was like, me neither. But if he wins a fucking Super Bowl, I don't give a shit. And honestly, I respected it because I was like,
sure.
like,
Priorities, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, listen, I'm saying futures. Like, I'm talking futures. Like, if he already got us Super Bowl and I would, and then that came out, I'd be like, all right, you got to go. Thank you for the rings, but you've done it.
That's
I know. That's what I'm saying. That was her attitude on it. But like, there was also like a 3-year window still left where it was like he maybe could still win another one. He's still pretty good. And that thing is like, well, you know, he was like the third best guy still. And I was like, I get that. On some level, I do get that. Sure. I was like, no, I condemn it completely. And thankfully, I'm not in this situation where I have to take an actual moral stand, in which case I would, for the sake of future generations, obviously give up my sports fandom over my moral compass. But if we're just hypothetical here, yeah, I would really like to win a Super Bowl. I would really like to. So I understand why people make the decisions that they make when it comes to watching sports. It makes you irrational. It makes you an irrational person. You know, a lot of things go out the window. I supported Conor McGregor far too long. Far too long. And like, obviously I'm out now. Like, I've obviously washed my hands of him completely now. But oof. Yeah, I was in for, I really wanted him to land the plane. Because the first part was so fun. You know,
Yeah.
like the rise was so much fun. I just thought we could get it again, but you're chasing a dragon you're never gonna get, Mike. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is you've just made me think all my darkest thoughts with that hypothetical that you put out there, and I don't know, I that would suck. That would suck. I would hate
For
that.
you, yes, it would.
Um,